Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna actually talk about my complaints about GOG. I mean, it's really sad to say this, guys, but GOG hasn't been fair with us, right? I forgot to mention one of my alliance earlier today when we was talking. Made me realize something else here. We was talking about statistic. We was talking about damage. And one of my previous video, I was talking about one of the things I dislike about GOG is the kingdom migration. So this video is for GOG. I'm not gonna contact them again. That customer service, all that stuff is BS, guys. Right now you got bots working. And hold on, let me get to my it's very disappointing, guys. Hi Roma, how you doing today? So when I was talking to my alliance member earlier today about damage statistic and stuff like that, and we was talking about Imperial University, right? So despite they already stole money from us, stole money from our non-players, guys. Okay, everybody doesn't have money, okay? I get that. Everybody doesn't have money. If I was a big corporation, I would think twice before I do something. Before I change the game around, making people spend their hard-earning money just to play a game. Remember, F2P, free-to-play game, alright? It's not really a free-to-play game. If when you started with kingdom migration, okay, the kingdom is dead. The kingdom is dead because you guys suck, alright? It's not because the players, it's because you guys suck. The amount of money that you take from us. Now, I say about 3.5 years ago, they came out with Imperial Research. You're welcome, Rama. Imperial Research. Let me tell you guys something about Imperial Research, alright? So let's get in here. Now this, if you guys don't know, now I want you guys to quote me on this, alright? I want you guys to prove me wrong. Leave a comment below if whatever I'm trying to explain to you guys is accurate or is not. You can wear any type of gear, construction gear, research gear, anything to have a deduction on Imperial University. Let me know. I can't find it. I never can find it. This thing here has been robbing us since day one. They did not come out of equipment that you can actually get the deduction, right? Let me go in the game here. All right. Let's go to tactical move. Go here. So when you get in here, right? There's usually, when it's saying green, you have a deduction from somewhere, right? There's green. Now they trying to fool you. You can go into your mermaid. You can go into where you appointed your guards, and you can wear the equipment to get your deduction in Imperial University. All right. You can unclick, appoint different guards. You can change your gear. Just do construction gear. This same thing will light up. It's been like that for years, guys. And I remember like the first 3.5 years they come out with this. This is all you see here. And then 6 months later they come out with this. Okay, like I could see you can actually put something else for us and enhance our statistic, right? But where is our deduction? Research speed and resource is a killer in this game. It causes a lot of people to spend all their hard-earned money. It causes a lot of people who doesn't spend money in this game, like, try to research forever and try to get this, right? So this video is particularly for GOG. Read my complaints. I'm not gonna contact you guys anymore. This is just ridiculous, all right? A lot of YouTubers didn't mention this before. Now I am really pissed. I'm really pissed. You know, like I say, I'm not a big fan of creating contents. Back in the days, 9 years ago, I'm gonna create contents. I was still learning about the game. Okay, I understand 100% about the game about 4 years ago. But I have a family. I'm married. I have kids. So I'm not gonna sit here and just keep playing and keep playing, keep playing. I can't help everybody else. You guys got to do your own research. But tell me if what I'm saying to you guys makes sense. Tell me if it doesn't make sense. Leave a comment below. Like, why? They got all these new versions that came out for GOG. Now we at what? 12.9? What happened to the 5.9 or something like that when you came out with this crap? Like, where is our deduction? Where is our gear for this? They got a whole bunch of gear, guys. I'll tell you. Look, let's go through the gear. So you go here, go here, go to economy gear. This is something that sparked me up today, earlier this morning, when I was hanging around, just logging in the game, talking to the people that I live with every time I have a chance to come online. So now let's look at the let's pay attention to the research gear. All right, engineer hat. All right, so maybe this is it right here. The deduction, is it right? You gotta have 2-piece, 4-piece, 6-piece. Okay, so research speed. Remember, guys, research speed. This is why I always complain about this game. And like I said, I didn't realize this. Well, I did years ago, but it just spooked me how, you know, my memory just was talking to me, and I'm like, wait a minute. Holy crap. Now, why are we working for these gear that doesn't actually work? Okay, 2-piece research gear, right? Research speed, 15%. Let's go back to this. Now, 31 days, 4 hours, 39 minutes, 42 seconds. Why, when I unequip that 2-piece and I equip that 2-piece, why this number doesn't change? Why they never made a gear, a whole set for Imperial Research? Because they know this is where they drain our pockets, guys. They drain our pockets and they drain our time. All right? 2 things what corporation want is your time and your money. Unfair, completely unfair. When you talk about let's go back to my first complaint was kingdom migration. How can a person spend a few $100s to $1,000 trying to move their C-48 from Kingdom 200 when they was a non-spender to begin with? They push you to spend money to continue to have fun, guys. Is that right? No, it's not right. You develop this game. You know when a castle level reach 48, a castle level reach 49. You know everything. You control everything. You control the amount of money they spend in the game. You control the amount of time they spend in the game. You know their logins. And you know how much they buying into your crap. Give people a break. Give people a break. That's not right. There's two things. That's the two things that I want them to fix. You keep updating with all this crap. Guard weapons, airship, gemstone. What about Imperial University? When is that going to benefit us? When can we get a set of gear that actually apply the deduction every time, like, we're thinking about doing research to enhance our stuff? You know, when I get mad, I get really mad. It's just a matter of common sense. Taking all this money and all this time from us just to enjoy your game. Nobody have a video like this. You can check anybody's channel. From YouTubers from way back in the days. Check their channel. Boycotting at the wrong thing. I watched some boycott situation. About the wrong things. These things save you money and save you time. Boycott about this. Then I give you a thumbs up to your video. This is insane, guys. Like, this is the one thing that make me, like, I don't know, like, I did not want to actually download the game anymore. I'm like, shit, like, why is that in our favor? We're doing you a favor by playing your game, spending all this time on your game, all this time money. Like, money doesn't grow on trees. Can you just, like, reach your arm out to your backyard and $100 here, guys, here, take that? No, it doesn't work that way. All right? People are earning money. You fix your shit. This is not right. This is not right to us. It's not right to thousands of people who play this game. They don't complain because they don't understand, but I understand the game completely, 1000%. So I'm gonna keep on complaining. You're not gonna like my channel, trust me. It's gonna get big. It's gonna spread. And you wanna know about boycott? Tell you about boycott. Or protesting. Now, how many members, how many people that lives in this kingdom, we're gonna announce and tell everybody not to spend a single dime for a whole month. You know what that means to GOG? If you don't spend a dime out of one kingdom, it's a lot. It's a lot. Trust me. In a month, your $1, your $5, your $2, everything add up. But once they look at the record of Kingdom 945, they're like, wow, nobody spent money. Yeah. Before we spend money, hear us out. Okay? Every day I've been waiting. Every day. That's why I was like, I was talking to my members earlier, and I'm like, wow, she just reminded me of something. Because every single day, a new version come out. I'm just rushed to click on, like, what is new? What is new? What is new for us? What is new for me? I never see anything about research gear that actually apply deduction on our Imperial University. I swear to God, this last one is 12.9. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, not yet. Nah, it's not here yet. So disappointing. I just can't believe it. It's so disappointing. This is why I'm gonna tell you about Imperial University, guys. If you guys are new to the game, even if you guys not new to the game, can you finish it 100%? Not spending all your hard-earning money. No. I don't care if you sit in this game for years. For years. When the game was first developed, like 9 years ago. Can you finish University? Imperial University? No, you can't. You can't. Because the gear is not there. the equipment is not there. That's why you can't. And you wonder, like, why is it taking so long? I spent thousands of dollars on the research and nothing. That's the two things that I dislike about this game. The two things. Everything else is fair, guys. 100%. I'm being very honest. I love this game. It's a strategy game. It's a war game. It makes you open up your mind when you play this type of game. All right. This will actually divide you from like being smart and being somebody who actually like, what should I do? Should I go back on YouTube and try to figure this out and somebody can actually help me out? I mean, that's a good thing. That's if you don't really have time in the game. Yeah, let's go look at some YouTube. But if you have a lot of time in the game, like I always mentioned in my previous channel, read. All right? Read, get your own knowledge. Because a lot of people out there is not going to explain to you like how I did. There's only one Raven in here. Only one. Nobody's going to sit there and tell you every single thing. Every single thing. You can look it up. Compare my channel with everybody else's channel. Never going to happen. Everybody is so selfish. And let me tell you why. You don't have to be selfish. I'll tell you why. I like to mention to my people in my kingdom, if you're not moving up so quickly, your opponents during kingdom versus kingdom, anything that evolve with another kingdom that we're gonna verse, they're not gonna be super strong. No. Equal power is equal power. Between the kingdom you're versing, equal power. That's it. You can enjoy your kingdom forever. You know, like these strong players that spend like $100,000 in the game, they got like 800 damage. Will we face them one day? Yes, we will. It all depends. Are we gonna face them now? No. But in order to face them, you got to get Castle 49. It all matters about your castle level and your power level. They don't have anything to do with it doesn't have anything to do with your research, your equipment, your guards. It don't have anything to do with that. It's all about castle level and power level. That's why if there's a lot of people who doesn't participate in the events, they can leave. I don't care. I don't have any feelings for them. But if they're new players, this is their first time playing in this kingdom, yes, I would try to explain to them all the way to make sure they understand. Because I'm not here to kill anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to cause any kind of drama. I don't do that, all right? I wouldn't be making all these channels to let everybody know, hey, how to get this, how to get that, all right? Well, let's just stick with the complaints I have. That's the only two complaints I have, guys. It's very disappointing. It's been so many updates already ever since I came back on. And our kingdom is only about 4 months, and they have like, what, 4 updates already? Like, okay, like, did the updates help us? No. The update only came out with new stuff, like different stuff. Never come out with Imperial University. Never. Like I said, every time that I notice an update, I'm rushing to my phone, rushing to go to my house after work. Like, oh man, this is a new update. I can't wait for it. And then when you read the update, you're going like, God, this is disappointing, guys. So let's get in here. I'll show you guys why it's so disappointing. All right. So this was like 3 years ago. Attack tactics. So in order for me to get 0.50 damage increase, right? That's your overall damage. Now let me tell you, it's so ridiculous. When you click on it, look at the amount of resource that's required. Now, look at how long you have to wait until this finish. 65 days, guys. You know how 65 days, guys? 65 days is like 2,500 research speed. 2,500 research speed. How many research speed can you get for $100? Now let's try to get let's try to like dig in, like let's see. So let's go to limited deals. Go here. Let me see here. What's the research speed at, guys? Oh yeah, you guys got to be mindful. It takes manuscript too. It's a lot. Like think of that, and how much those cost. So you don't see any research speed here. Imperial Advanced. There you go. All right. So we're gonna keep going up to $100. Oh, it's only 50. So $50 is 3,200. Now, 0.50 army damage. They changed the name. They don't say army damage. It's troop damage increase. 0.50 for this much. Despite all the resources, it's a lot. It's hundreds of millions. Now let's try to find something. Let's try to find some more of these research speed. Now this is for $100. 7,840. Now remember, 65 days, guys. Can you do 3 of them? Can you do 3 of them to get 1.5 army damage increase? No. Look at this. $100. That's because they never gave us any equipment for it. Never. You can go out. We can go out here to develop armory, equipment loadout. Let's do research. This is our research gear, right? I got a mixed gear because I want to find what's best. You can buy it and everything, but it only works for Academy. Academy. Go to a war machine. Now you see? So Scholar Scroll is actually Scholar Books. Look like a book to me, it's not a scroll. It takes 508, 64 million wood, 3.9 million iron, 1 million silver. 3 days. Now let's go back out. Let's go to our training gear. Alright. Now let's go back in there. Now see, guys? The time, it went up a little bit, right? Still 3 days, but it's more hours. And plus, now we don't save that much. This come from everything. This come from your appointed guards, your mermaid, everything else combined, right? So now this is just increased now. See, it works for Academy. Everything that anything that you purchase, mermaid, everything, it applies to Academy research only. But this thing here is like 3.5, 4 years old. Like this is 3.5, 4 years old. Where is our equipment? You can wear any type of equipment, and I'll tell you one thing. Come here, go back to Academy. All right, click here. Look at this. Look at this. So the more you enhance into your research, right? You got the Merc Arena, of course. Imperial University, you got Academy, right? You start getting this. Okay, start getting all these chests. All right. The only thing works. The only thing works because I got this before. The only thing works in engineer set is the manuscript that was required. You can kiss this away. Research speed, you can kiss that away. That's it. That's it. Man, it's sad when you try to reach customer service, a bot will respond to you like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, see ya, peace. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's it? I just wrote a whole freaking paragraph. That's it? That's all I get? Oh, peace. Can't help you. Bye. This is sad, guys. Well, that's it. I just want to put my complaint out there. Hopefully GOG or somebody that worked for GOG actually look at my video and be like, oh man, somebody's really smart, and now somebody's complaining on YouTube. So I think we're gonna have to make some changes, guys. Yeah. Look at everybody's video. Has anybody complained about Imperial University? No. This thing is like 4 years old. Who ever complained about it? YouTubers. Why? Why you don't complain about it? Don't it also save you money? It also save the people that you want to watch your channel money, right? So you want people to watch your channel, but you're not giving anything to people who watch your channel. This is a way for me saying thank you. Thank you for watching my channel, because you can gain smarter. I gain viewers, right? That's what YouTubers are supposed to do. You don't have to start mailing each other money like, hey, here you go. Hey, if you subscribe to my channel, if you watch my channel here, $100. No, just share your knowledge, share your experience. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Would you want to be the only strongest person in your kingdom, and then you're the only one that has to fight KVK or kingdom conflicts? No, I don't want to carry that burden. Hell no. It's wasting a lot of my money. All right. This is why my channel will help everybody else out there to grow. Like I don't understand. If you guys can trust me, this is all facts. Look at everybody else's channel that has a YouTube channel for years. Has they had any complaint about Imperial University? No. You know why? They making money off of you. They making money off of you. Their channel is already monetized. They making every single penny, every single dollars by you guys watching their channel. Watching them play music and attack somebody in KVK. Not explaining how for you to grow, even for a non-spender. Oh, screw you, non-spender. Why? Are you so afraid that somebody can be higher than you and kill you? If you know everything, how can somebody kill you? 100% fact. I feel so disappointed to every YouTuber out there. But me, I'm a person who doesn't give people a thumbs down. I'm a person who doesn't leave any negative comments. I let you do you. Will I watch your video anymore? No. When I watched the first one, I scroll down to people's channel. What kind of video that's gonna help me out? Like, what? If I don't see any kind of video that help me out, I'll leave that channel. Like, what's the point of watching his channel when it's not helping me out? But today, today, when I was talking to Asgard, Asgard is a woman. And we was talking about it. We was talking about, like, you know, statistic, damage, Imperial research, because this is the research event. I'm like, oh yeah, that actually just sparked my mind about something, because I was thinking about it every single month, because they keep coming up with these updates. And I was gonna make a channel, I mean a video about this, but I haven't gotten to it, because, you know, like, when you watch my channel, if you want me to make a video, I'll try my best. No matter what time of day it is, I'll try my best. If I get home, I'll make the video for you. Of course, I love to help people out. You know, the more people I can help every single day, I'll sleep good at night. I just did a good thing. This person can actually save themselves from spending $100 to $10. I just did a good thing. Instead of doing the wrong thing, like, if you could subtract the days that you have to wait for an item and you can get it in a week, of course you just help somebody out. That's like 3 months. You know, I'm from K934. I'm glad that I found this channel. Guard honing video helped me, bro. Oh yeah, you're welcome, bro. Like, my channel will help everybody. I don't hide anything from people. We're gonna talk about the next thing I want to talk about in my upcoming video. We're gonna talk about damage, right? Not everybody can actually focus on the whole entire distant damage, carry damage, infantry damage. No. Let's focus on one thing only. One thing only. Get yourself all the way to the top. Can somebody hit you? Can somebody destroy you? No. You don't need all 3 types of damage, all right, to survive in the kingdom, especially in the new kingdom. No, doesn't make any sense. I will show you step by step how to defend, how to attack, formation, the best formation. Mostly all the formation comes from infantry. But if infantry damage sucks, why should you add them into your march? No, you're gonna get killed, right? Nobody explained that either, right? But like I say, 4 years ago, I sit there and I'm like, everything that I have done, spending thousands of dollars, I figure it out. I don't have to watch anybody's channel. Like I say, what I do, I always read. I always read, because, you know, you can't always depend on people when you're playing this game, right? I mean, I get it. If you're like a newbie in this game, you know, like trying to find your ways and growing in statistic and castle level and stuff, like, yeah, it's helpful to look at other people's channel. But you can also help yourself by just reading. Anything that you click, just read it. Take your time and read. Basically, you'll understand 50% that you didn't understand because you haven't read anything, you know what I mean? And then you have 50% knowledge already of what you're looking at, and now that person just spoke in their channel. Now you completely understand 100% what to do, you know. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. It's just so disappointing that GOG never made an effort to help us out. I'm telling you, this is called robbery. Straight up, man. I really hate this. And I love this game. I love this game, guys. It's like taking away a piece of something that I love doing in this game. Especially with people that I actually met. I'm living with them after I come back home from work. It sucks. You know, hopefully you guys share this video. Let other people see it. The more and more people will view this channel, view this video right here. This video is for GOG. They're gonna see this, they ain't gonna like it. They're not gonna like my channel. Anything that I reveal on my channel, they don't like it. Trust me. They want you to spend more money. I'm here to save you money. before you make that mistake, before you spend the materials that you're supposed to save on something else, I am here, guys. I am here. You know, I can even actually make a video from day one what you're supposed to do from day one. Day one. Be in a castle level 40 in about a month to 6 weeks. With nothing. With no money. No money. It's all about this, guys. Plus, raising a bounty. Raising a bounty will get you higher than somebody who actually spend money. That's the key about this game. There's a lot of things that you have to understand. What step to make. Why are you doing this week? Next week you change up to something else. Next week you change up to something else. It's a must. You gotta know what you're doing. So, I am in Kingdom 947. 3 aren't many active players left. Oh, there ain't. Okay. Do you advise me to migrate to your kingdom? I'm using translator. Simple answer so I understand, please. Wow. That is super crazy, dude. Kingdom 947? Dude, we're 945 and we still have like over 100 people. Wow. Like I say, guys, there's only one Raven out there. All that abuse of power, attacking people early in the beginning. I don't do that. Not anymore. Because, you know, like I say before, I don't know who is going to be participating, who is willing to live here forever. I will definitely share all my knowledge. I made the channel about 30 days ago, guys. You guys can check my first video. 30 days ago, I made my channel. Because I'm not sure you're going to be my friend or you're going to be attacking everybody 24 hours. I don't know. I can't share my video to people who actually abuse their statistic and power. I'm in 768. Will I be able to migrate to you? Like, it all depends. Migration was here. I was also here. I was in Kingdom 602. I see they merge from migration from just say, if you're in Kingdom 101, they move Kingdom 101 and Kingdom 199 and plus three other 4 kingdoms. So it's basically from just say Kingdom 1 to Kingdom 399. So they move, yes, they move hundreds of kingdom. I'm not sure the next migration, but it sucks that you have to spend money. If you came to play this game as a a non-spender, it's not right for you to have to spend hundreds or thousands to move. It's just ridiculous. In our kingdom, first KVK that opened up to KVK with other kingdom, there was an alliance that only had 11 members, and you could search through his whole entire kingdom. There was nothing there. No other people. Nothing but dead castle. Everybody else move. Everybody else migrate. But you see what I mean? So everybody who has money migrate. What about the people who doesn't have money? And there was only 11 people left. And we took the crown. That's pretty sad, you know? That's why it's not right. It's not right. At least, because, if I created this game, I can keep track of who's spending and who's not. For the non-spender, if I see you spend maybe $50 in 3 to 4 months, when Kingdom Migration come, if everybody's happy with Kingdom Migration, that person could spend $10 and move. 10 bucks. And now, if the person that played this game and never spent a penny, they should be able to migrate for free. For free. That's how I see it. If I was a CEO, that's what I would have done, because that also attract more people to play the game. You're not abusing no one. You know what I mean? That's how I would operate my game. That's not right. Non-spenders shouldn't have to spend money at all. Now, if you spend, even if you don't spend a lot of money, if you spend like $50 in like 3 months, yeah, okay. So migration cost for you is $5, no matter what castle level you have, no matter what castle or what power level you compare to other kingdoms. Like it's you know what I mean? You got to make it fair for people. But GOG, they're not fair. Look, when kingdom migration was here, right? Imperial University was here first. They haven't fixed that problem. They didn't do anything with that. Nothing applies to Imperial research. Nothing. They didn't fix that. They're not gonna fix anything else. They come out with new stuff, guys. That's why my other video, when I was like, hey guys, look what I'm wearing. My coats of arm, level 1, level 2. My airship parts, level 1, level 2. If you don't beat the algorithm, you will never understand this game. This game is gonna keep coming out, more stuff, more stuff, more stuff. The people that spend $100,000 in this game, do you really think they're gonna play this game forever? No, they're not. They're not gonna play this game forever, guys. Believe me. That's why I say if you learn from me, you can play this game forever. If you don't spend that much money like them, you can play this game forever, guys. You don't have to spend all that money. The new things will come out. All right. So okay. So just say I have an R16 or something, right? So the R16. Oh, I'm so dying to get it first. I just want to get it first. I want to be the strongest. And then when you working on events or anything in your castle like Spirit Mine, they got the R15. R15 is there. You can get it every single day. Right? How far are you from that person? You're not that far. You're like 5-6% away from that person. When that person ran out of money, that person that spent $100,000, what he's gonna do? Ended up quitting. Gonna end up quitting. Now who's gonna be the strongest now? A person that didn't spend money. Exactly. That's why I try to tell everybody, non-spenders can beat spenders in this game. As long as you know what to do, alright? Just keep up with everything. All you have to do is log on every single day and do your quests. Do your rallies. Get your modified airship up. Get your tormentor up. That's your everyday thing. Okay? Yeah, all it takes is like 10 to 15 minutes on your main account. That's all it takes. All it takes. You won't miss out on anything. Your material gonna keep coming in. Especially the mermaid. You send the mermaid out there, right? To explore for 24 hours. Make sure you come back on 24 hours and collect your troop gear materials, right? Or your badges, or your chest materials. Resource. Every day. You will be stronger and more powerful than spenders. They will give up. This is why my other video, I spent $5,000. I haven't spent more than that. Okay? And I'm still the strongest. The more money you spend, the higher the opponents you're gonna get. Do I want that? Do I want that for my kingdom? No, I don't want that. Why would I do that for? I'm gonna lose in battles. I'm not gonna have any more victories in my mail, and all my members or all the people in my kingdom are still gonna start losing. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna live here. We're gonna have a fun time. All right, even if I move up to 800 damage, if I move to 800 damage, and I'm still like a castle level 47, GOG is not going to give me a tier 14 to fight. It has nothing to do with your research. It has nothing to do with your statistic. It doesn't. It's just your castle level and your power level. That's why I don't train that much troops. If I train 20 million troops right now, you know how big of a difference that would be? Somebody else in another kingdom could be a castle 49, tier 14. Or somebody could be a castle 48 that has 50 million troops. What are you gonna do? Can't beat them. You gotta know about the algorithm or else. Remember, it's equal power between every single kingdom every time when you fight. Kingdom conflicts is a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you, kingdom count is a little bit different. All right, so it's the amount of power of your kingdom, and it's the amount of power from the other kingdom. So they have 6 kingdom. Like all that 6 kingdom combined is all different power. Okay, you're not gonna always get a tier 13 that you're gonna verse. It's always gonna be a tier 40, a tier 14, a castle level 49, because it's like 6 kingdom. But KVK makes a lot of sense. Now you guys, the last KVK we had, right? Last KVK we had, I am stronger than the castle 49. It was a 49 there. Because our other opponent had so many castle levels, and they was higher, they had so many tier 13s. Alright? And then if you look at this castle, this other kingdom, they had a castle 49. But they have little members, like so little. The amount of like players can actually participate in their kingdom was only like 12. But they have a C49. So the other opponents had like 60 members, and 40 members was like tier 12, tier 13. That's why. You see what I mean? It's all the power level, guys. That's why I always tell my members, like, don't do it. Don't train that much troops. It's ridiculous. Because you don't want to be a paper castle. Don't be a paper castle. Now, you see how many troops I have? 4.1. 4.1. I'll come back to my hospital again. 934,000. And 460,000 here. Like, I can't be killed. Like, you can't kill me. Because all of my troops be wounded. And my troops be in my sanctuary. Which I collect the holy water. I can just get one single march and just eliminate and wipe out my whole entire kingdom. You don't want to have so much troops, alright? Don't do it. It's like I say, if you don't understand the GOG algorithm, like, of course I want more troops. Yeah, I would like to have 20, 30 million troops, yeah. But our opponents, it's not going to be, trust me, it's not going to be in your favor. Because I play this game so many times, so many years, it's not going to be your favor at all. Trust me, I do want 20 million troops. I could dump like $4,000 or $5,000 right now just for troops. But I know about the game now. Before I was so stupid, and now I know about the game. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Nah, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. But when you work on your statistic, that doesn't... That research power, the statistic... I mean, the research power, statistic, all that stuff is all different, guys. But like I say, you don't want to go too higher into power level. All that combined, you don't be like 10 billion power, and now you're fighting somebody's like 20 billion power? No, don't do it. If you want to have fun in your kingdom, guys, remember, don't abuse your castle level. If you know what you're doing, don't go higher and higher and higher. That's not the way to go. When I went to castle level 46, I was like, oops. I didn't want to go to 46. I did not want to go to 46. You already get a big jump, right? So when you go to... Okay, so when you go here. Like just say you go here. This is your castle level 46. Without using glory banners, right? Without using glory banners. When you go info. This is your troop building. Right? Keep scrolling down. You start getting benefits. You start getting benefits when you reach level 41. Now you just increase your damage receive, and boom, you get a big jump, right? You get a big jump. Damage receive from 3% at 43, and then boom, you jump up to 10% at level 45. All right? That's how troop building works without glory banners. But with glory banners, you boost it up some more. Oh, here? And glory banners. Yeah, trust me, they take that away. It used to be a lot of glory banners back in the days. Now, glory banners, you got to click on glory banners. On the side of glory banners. Now, there's a little indicator here to show you. Remember, everything above 41. Above 40. So 41 glory banners, that's when they start applying. Now you get 1.5%, 3%, 4.5, 6%, and 7.5. Oh yeah, this is the reason why I jumped. Okay. So the reason why I jumped, because I was liking the 1.5%, and boom, I got 9% right there. Boom. That's why I jumped to 46. But do I want to go to 47? No, I don't have to go to 47. You don't have to go to 47. You could still get like 800 damage. 800 damage. They also give you damage when you keep going up. Like just say damage. Infantry damage when you castle level 50. Yeah, of course. So from 41 on to 50, you know, you get 20%. From and army damage or troop damage received when you get all of the 50, yeah, you give you 18%. But you can still get 800 damage without even moving your castle level. In order for you to have fun, trust me, you don't have to move up like crazy. You're not gonna get killed. If you're doing everything right, you're not gonna get killed. Work on your damage. Or you know what? Let me explain something. So instead of me making another video about Imperial University, just do it all here. All right. So we're gonna go to my war reports, guys. All right. So this is what I want you guys to worry about. This is the #1 killer here. When you're looking at your own statistic and going like, oh man, I don't really understand why I still lost. Okay. So this is my cavalry, right? I know my distance is much higher than my cavalry. So you know what? Let's go back there. Let's go look at my distance. Go here. Now, like I always say to people, don't worry about anything above army damage, guys. Is just an illusion, like delusion. Like leave that alone, because that can get you killed. Oh yeah, I want to get all this stuff. Oh, I'm at 700. Oh, I'm at 800. That's gonna get you killed, right? And I could prove it so many times. And one of my members showed me a fight, which he lost everything up here, but his army damage and stuff, he won the fight. That's what I'm saying. Don't be delusional. So let's go here. So I am a distant marcher. What am I gonna worry about being a distant marcher? Overall damage, army damage received. Army damage is when you hit someone. Army damage received when somebody hit you. Now you're gonna go look at your distance. My distance is 547. I mean 542.17. Now you're gonna come down here. Okay, remember, you attacking somebody with your distant damage at 542.17. Every time it's saying receive, guys, receive is somebody hitting you. So of course, I want a lot of defense out of that. So distant damage received 400.45, guys. Is that a lot? Could be. That's why I don't want to move up. I don't want to move up in castle level. I don't want to train a lot of troops, because I always want to be #1. Should you be #1? Of course. Why not? Everybody wants that. And now Imperial Research and Constellation also apply. Right? So now you're gonna have to look at your distant versus carry damage. 19.60. All right, 19.60. Why is it not 30? Okay. The reason why it's not 30. I already did some of the Imperial Research. Now let's go to my guards. This is where you get that. Let's go to Giselle. Constellation. Boom. So the third constellation is always that. Distant versus carry. Infantry versus carry. Infantry versus distance. This is where you get that 9%. See that, guys? 9%. Alright. The rest, yeah, it adds up. The fourth is going to be some deduction. It's also going to be army damage received, your overall damage. When you keep going down, it costs a lot of money, guys. It's not simple. It's not simple. And is GOG fair with this? Yes, I'm leaning about 90%. Yeah, they're fair with this. You know, you just have to play a little bit more. Yeah. The price, I can't say I didn't make the price. So, but I know how to get it. The thing is, I know how to get it. All right, just play events. Get little by little, you stack up. Because remember, don't try to go up so high because it's gonna ruin your entire kingdom. I'm not gonna ruin my kingdom. So now that is that, right? So now we just figure out. Distant versus cavalry, distant versus infantry. All this right here, right, from Constellation. So now we come here. This is also in Constellation. Infantry versus distant damage reduction is also in both. It's also in well, the other one also in both too. Also in Imperial Research. I'm gonna show you where. So you look at this, right? So remember, I am a distant marcher. All right, I'm trying to get that high. So if you come down here and say distant versus cavalry damage, remember, what can actually kill your distant like really fast because it's common. Cavalry always kill distance. So you see why it's 24.60 instead of my infantry deduction. Distant versus infantry deduction. It's because cavalry they easily kill distance. So I'm guarding from all the cavalry, right? Distant. That's why this is 24.6. Now you come here. This is very, very important, guys. If you guys don't know anything about offenses, lethality, and resistant a fight, or like attacking somebody that doesn't give up, that's lethality. Resistant. You know, you're resisting the fight, like you don't want to give up. Also, like offense, defense, very, very important. I got to get higher in that too. All this extra damage right here, all of this extra damage, guys, it comes from Constellation. All the purple guards. Go to the purple guards. Yeah, I might as well talk about everything. Okay. This is all your troop stats. Your troop statistic is in these purple guards, and it stopped right at Dominique. Kitty and the rest doesn't have Constellation. Like Kitty and the rest doesn't have it. That's why you see it's like less stars. I only star them at the very beginning when I first got here because they was appointed guards, and the more stars, the more benefit. That's why you see her is 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. But really, this is my main focus. Okay. Don't dismantle these guards. Don't get rid of them. Turn them to fragments. Don't do it until they are at 5-star. Because when you click on any individual here, they got Constellation. It's all about your damage, and they apply right away. Not like your S guards. Your S guards, you gotta march them out to get the benefit. All right, or place them in your castle, in your wall. See, I got my best guards here, guys. I win many battles. Nobody can touch me. Because, you know, I love distance. My distance damage is really high. And I have 4 of them. I sent 2 out. These 2 right here is out of my castle. My next 2 will be in my castle, guarding it. Am I afraid of getting hit? No. Okay. I'm also working on a lot of things, guys. If you want me to create a video and you don't understand about this, understand about that, just ask me. I'll make the video any single time, guys. But 46 is a good level, so you can get 2 extra blue and red gems milestone. Yes, exactly true. Exactly true. Now, I'm also tell you one thing. So, am I worried about this right now? I could worry about this right now because mercs are the strongest troops that you can have. When they was introduced, every single purple guards have mercs enhancement. All right, it's like mercs extra research, right? You have Imperial Research that actually have troop versus whatever, and then you have mercs that's in all the Constellation. You have mercs, even in Constellation of the S guards, the purple guards, mercs. It's all about mercs. Yes, tier 14 mercs is the strongest. All right. strongest is way better than your regular troops. That's how it is. That's how they put it. All right. But another thing, I mean, don't get me wrong. When Castle 49 was released, the baddest troops is this guy here, because it's heavy cavalry. They're the baddest, and they also put heavy cavalry damage. Like, it's insane, guys. You get it all the way up, it's like 100. It's like insane, you know. And it's trust me, it's very, very good. But right now, I am working. I am only focused on damage. That's all I want to do. I want to spend so much time in this game, so much time with everybody here in KVK. I mean, in my kingdom during KVK and stuff. I only worry about damage, guys. I don't want to ruin our kingdom by keep going higher and higher and higher, and then our opponent's gonna be crazy strong. You're gonna see the people that you watch on YouTube, they're like 150 billion power, 800 billion power, a trillion power. Nah, I don't even want to see that day coming yet. Nah. Let's max out. Let's max out all our research. Let's max out the Imperial University research. But can we do it? No. That's why I've been complaining. It's been 4 years already. Like, where's our equipment at? That's why I'm mad. I'm angry. How can I finish that? The last time I did Imperial research, it cost me like 30 grand. 30 grand. Crazy, right? Yeah, look. Back here. Look at this. 31 days. 31 days at the beginning. Tactical move. 31 days. And this is level... going from level 3 to level 4. Right? Is that crazy? So you spend $100. You spend $100. You only can do this 2-3 times. You only research something like this 2-3 times. That's it. Boom. Bye to your $100. Because they don't have any equipment to give you any deduction. I don't know where this green stuff come from. Right? Every time they show green to something, it means that you had something, the reduction of like wood, food, and manuscript. Like where's it from? Because I can change every single gear. I can appoint different guards, and still the number is still the same. Like, they played us. They played us all along, guys. We got played. It's bad, man. So, you know, that's how you work on damage too, guys. I mean, despite what are we talking about, the complaints of GOG, but that's how you work on damage, guys. If you're working on infantry is always awesome. Because let me tell you something about infantry. You can make a mistake at sending different guards. All right, let's get back in here. Now, if you work on the infantry, right? So you focus on infantry. Excuse me, guys. So if you actually send out a mistake, like say you didn't set your troop formation when you have infantry damage up. I'm gonna go to Jasal. 5th gear. Grant your distant troop more firepower that packs extra 35 damage in support and protect other units by decreasing probability of cause of cavalry and distant troops. Now you see that, right? Now, if you don't read the whole thing, you won't understand. When you have surviving infantry and there are multiple types of troop assigned, your troop power will be greatly increased. Look at that. It's all about infantry. Every single guards here, guys, is always talking about infantry, because yes, infantry is our first line of defense, and if you don't know it, you don't really like get the point with guards. Now come over here, I'll show you something. So remember, the Constellation is very important, right? So we're gonna go to Dominique. We're gonna go here to Dominique. So you got infantry. You got Dominique. Oh, maybe I was mistaken. Yeah, it should be divided in equally. So you got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you got 3 of each. You got 3 of each. First, I was like, well, wait a minute. Okay. But like I say, it favors infantry. It favors infantry the most. You could click on Victor. You click on Victor. Go to Constellation. Oh, not Constellation. I'm sorry. What is it? Wait, what the hell was looking at? Oh, there you go. All right. Exact same thing, guys. Now, give your cavalry troop an incentive effect and increase their base attack by 35%. They also protect other units, reducing lethality rate. Okay, your death rate for cavalry and distant troops. When you have surviving infantry and there are multiple troops assigned, your troops will greatly enhance. Now, he's a cavalry, of course. It's gonna enhance so much cavalry if you have infantry troops that's gonna survive the battle. Usually it's good to send 50% of your infantry troops and then 50% of your cavalry, right? But, guys, your infantry troops damage has to be up there. You have to know one thing. GOG doesn't tell you all of this, all right? If I go back here to my reports, guys. Learn from me, don't learn from GOG. They are all BS. Now, so you guys know infantry, they are your first line of defense, and they're the first one to die. Now, you take a look at my infantry damage, right? We're in a new kingdom, of course. You know, it's pretty high, being at the 400, right? 433, you know, stuff like that. But look at my distance, it's 542. Most likely, when I send out my infantry troops, right? If somebody has slightly advantage over 433, will my infantry troops die? Of course they die. But if somebody's lower than me, if I send all distant troops, will my distant troops die? They'll die, but not much. Okay, look, I'm gonna show you my reports here. A person that has 10 million, guys. 10 million troops. Let's see here. No. No. This is ultimate ways. Did I save it? Did I save it? Oh, here we go, guys. So I found it. Now, this is why I say don't listen to GOG, listen to me, okay? And there's some people too who try to correct me. I'm thinking in my head like, oh, they're like, oh, bro, you should put 50% infantry. Now that's a straight noob. If you're telling me to put 50% of infantry in my march, that I have the highest distant damage and the highest distant damage received with my overall, with my reduction, with my distant versus cavalry, with my distant versus infantry, you must be out of your mind. Because they're not my first line of defense. Alright? The first line of defense is always infantry. They're gonna die. If your infantry damage is low, why would you send them to die? It makes no sense, right? No. That's why I don't do it. I only send my distant. If you come down here to battle details, look what I sent out. You see what I'm saying, guys? Don't listen to GOG. A lot of people is not actually like reading it the correct way. It just say, okay, your first line of defense. But am my first line of defense damage is higher than my distance? Yes, I would send them out. If they're higher than my distance, I would definitely put infantry in there. But if they're not higher than my distance, they're gonna die first. I'm not gonna send them to die. You know what I mean? And the more troops you have in your castle when you're protecting them, of course, you could take hits. Like this guy, I hit him. I mean, his castle did burn because, of course, the red indicate how much loss of each side. So if he's burning at 2 million, I mean, if he dies, his troop is wounded at 2 million. Of course, his castle's gonna burn. Mine didn't burn. I attacked him, and I lost 57,000. And look at the amount of troops that I marched to his castle, right? Then you come down to everything evolve, like, you know, Tormentor and stuff like that. You can see it. It all works in your favor if you have really, really good statistic. All right, his Tormentor is higher than mine, but you gotta have your damage higher so you get more kills with your Tormentor. All right. Airship. So his airship. So let's look at airship, guys. I am an airship 56. He's an airship 60. Why did I cause more kills with my airship? It's because your damage, your statistic doesn't lie. All right. You could have, like I say, guys, you could have the best airship if your statistic sucks. It sucks. You can't change it. All right. That's why hopefully everybody understand about, you know, how I explain it. Each and every detail. You could start in a new kingdom and you could be one of the strongest person in the kingdom as long as you have my knowledge. All right, just keep that in mind. So this game is always going to continue. This game never ends. It doesn't have a cap of 1200 kingdom. It doesn't. Now, the way they designed this game is for you to keep playing. They want to keep making all this money. That's why you see from like R1 all the way to R13 now, R16 now, guys. It's just gonna keep going up, guys. But this is the one thing that I always complain. Two things I always complain about: the kingdom migration, about the way they set it up, and the way they just like draining money from people that can't afford to move from one kingdom to another kingdom. They actually spend like 4 years in that kingdom, guys, and now you want them to pay $1,000 to move? No. Or $2,000? No, it's not right. And this Imperial research is just ridiculous, man. Like yeah, it's crazy. So let's talk about guards now, guys. Remember, the effects of the guards. Okay, so you got to go here to understand when the guards came out. All right, which guards came out first, which guard came out last. The higher. If you go to infantry, this is infantry. All infantry guards is right here, guys. I remember the very first when I had these green guards. I'm like, yeah, guards, right? All the way up to the very top left-hand corner, guys. It's your highest, all right? Bell Hansen, I don't have him yet. I want to get him. He's crazy. The two highest, best march. It also increased your rally capacity. Levels, remember, guys, levels. Go to your appointed guards, guys. All right, level stars does matter. Okay, let's go to Giselle. So the higher you get into levels, right? The higher you get into levels, all this right here, it will increase massively. It just increase, all to level 80. All right, stop at level 80. You can't get that higher. I guarantee it'll be an update. It can go higher than that. So you see. That's all it is. It increased. Most important thing, guys, that I want you to know. So always focus on these guard skill. Always have the maximum at 10. Because the higher guards as you go up, you just increase your troop damage by 35.5. That's max at 10. Now you could compare it to like the older guards. The effect. They all have different effect, guys. For the distant. So Margaret, curse effect. You could tell they came out the same year. Curse effect. Curse effect. Curse effect. Now let's go to our second row. Reality? Fragility? Ugh, I have a hard time pronouncing this now. Frailty, whatever it is. It's funny shit. Wait a minute, let's... Wait, why is she the only guards that have that effect? This is not right. She's the only one that has that effect? Shred effect. Shred effect. Shred effect. Wait a minute, something is missing. Shred effect. Shred effect. Yeah, I don't know why they put that guard there for. Oh yeah. Yeah. Matthew, I know what you're talking about. Before this is how GOG did it before, right? So the guards have special ability. They do have special ability. So with the special ability, you come to appoint guards. So you want to appoint the guards that does have that ability. There's some guards that actually loot more stuff. There's some guards that actually training speed and all that stuff. It disappeared. Yeah. I think they disappear. Because the only way you can actually see it, right? Only way you can actually see it. It was through one of these when you appoint them. Because I remember like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago when I was playing. Yeah. It was one of these when you appoint those guards. Because those guards have the ability to reduction, has a reduction of troop training speed. Has a reduction of research, looting and all that stuff. Like, it was something with appointing, right? But I don't think it exists anymore. You need to talk much about Mercs troops level. Of course. Okay, so yeah, so the Mercs level 4. But like I say, guys, Mercs are very, very strong. Okay, they're very strong. So you gotta have, in order for you get to Mercs level 4, you need to get this up to level 45. Let's go here. So air gunners. Where he's at? Right here. Yeah, they have to be 45, guys. Now, they are strong. Like I say, they are strong when you get the research, everything up. But you have to max out all the Constellation. Are you going to get there? If you're not going to get there, alright? So, hear me out, guys. If you're not going to max out the Constellation, all the research, because remember, you can unlock something, but you didn't completely research everything. So, with them, you can kill more. You can kill much more strongest guy with the statistic that I have. Of course. Not really. You gotta understand. This is what I want you to understand. Before you think that I can actually kill with more mercs. Alright? That's not 100% true. Because I can go here. Look at this. I can go here. Now. Where is my... Okay. Now I want you to look at this. Pay attention to this. This is like basic details here. So, let's go to our 14. Alright. So our 14 is 244, 569, 318. Now, are the mercs stronger than your regular troops at this moment? No, they're not. So you got to be mindful because mercs takes research as well. They take research. Mainly when you upgrading something, when you enhancing something, when you doing research, it all applies to your regular troops. All of them, everything applies to your regular troops. This is why when you compare a merc level 4 versus a tier 14, why is a tier 14 is much higher? Because you got to work on your research for your mercs. You got to add all the Constellation on your S guards, your purple guards, everything to max out the mercs. All right. Do they kill more? Not exactly. They don't kill more. If your mercs are stronger than your regular castle, they kill more. All right. So this is the reason why I leave mercs alone. Because remember, when you're living in GOG, we don't have a money tree. You gotta work on something specific, not everything. Because you already have the high, like, okay, I already have tier 13. And my statistic is actually pretty high, right? Do I want to take 50% or more of the things that I gained in GOG and give it to the mercs? Now, my statistic just stayed the same. I unlocked a level 3 merc and it went up a little bit. No, that's not how you do it. If you want to complete the research and Constellation, focus on research and Constellation. Trust me. And then throughout your whole entire whatever that you gain from the game or the money that you put in the game, you can max out the mercs any day. Any day. So do the Constellation first, because without Constellation, your mercs is weak. They're like... they're super weak. Because right now, they're super weak, right? Well, not entirely weak, but... I did a lot of the Constellation for my purple guards. They're pretty strong. But they're not stronger than my regular troops. Do they gonna kill more? No. That's not true. Because I've been there. I got mercs level 4 is 602. That's false. You have to max it out first. Your regular troops is much stronger. Because everything that you do from day 1 is helping your regular troops. It's not helping your mercs. So that's what that's the difference between mercs and regular troops. Yes, they are stronger. They're meant to be stronger. But you have to max them out. So yeah, what else you guys want to know about it? So I've got T3 max out research, and when I unlock T4, are they not better? What do you mean, like the mercs? No. Okay, so when you unlock T4, right? If you unlock tier 4 mercs, you max out your level 3 mercs. Or your T4, it's gonna get the buffs. Or your T4, your mercs level 4 are gonna get the buff from the tier 3, of course, because they're the same type. You're gonna get that buff, but you're missing out the extra buff for your individual merc, because it indicate in your Constellation, it indicate in your Constellation, right? So you got your air gunner, and it's gonna keep going. You know what I mean? It's gonna keep going. You gotta max it out. Okay, air gunners is air gunners, master air gunners. You know, you gotta max it out first before they be the strongest. And then yes, then I can say, you know what? Get rid of all your regular troops. Not all your regular troops. You definitely need the heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry is awesome. Yeah, heavy cavalry, because they added this for heavy cavalry. This is also in your Constellation. This is why cavalry is crazy. Now, you see that? That's why they're crazy. The heavy cavalry, the light cavalry, and stuff like that. Light cavalry's a tier 11, guys. Remember, tier 11 cavalry was the shit back in the days. Now heavy cavalry take over. All right, and they always a must, guys. They are very, very dangerous. They kill, yeah. And you can compare it too. You compare it. You can launch. Just say you're fighting a. Just say you're a castle level 40. You're a T12, right? You're a T12, and there's another castle level 40 that's a T12. So launch a full march, or launch, no, I'm sorry, not launch a full march. Don't do that. Don't fight to the death. No, just this is just practice. So just send out like 5,000 tier 11 cavalry damage. I mean cavalry, because they are heavy cavalry, right? And then send out your tier 12. Let's see who did the more damage. All right. But remember, your Constellation, you gotta do your Constellation on those cavalry damage. They're crazy. They're 11. I think it was 11. Because I know they stopped it for a while. Yeah, everything else considered light cavalry. But you see, they consider heavy cavalry. You see, from tier 11, and then they skip like 2 tiers, it's tier 14, then they come out with heavy again. Yeah, that's massive. Because I remember, like, it was unstoppable when we was using tier 11, like, cavalry. It was like unstoppable. You know, and now they come out with tier 14 heavy cavalry. It's like unstoppable. So that, of course, that in the mercs is very, very, very powerful. So just focus on that, guys. Constellation means a lot, guys. It takes a long time. I mean, like I say, you're not here for a month. You're not here for 2 months. As long as you understand the game, like regardless how long you're gonna spend on the game, guys. But most likely, you guys gonna be playing the game for a year or 2 years or 3 years. Every day counts. Every day counts. As long as you log on and do your daily quests, and as long as you play events, the simple events, like just say, for instance, just say what is it? Night Siege, right? Night Siege. Every time there's a higher gemstone out, what they give you for free, it's like the third lowest. I mean, like, they just give it to you for free. And now your events, if you join, like, you see, this is why I call the game fair. The game's always been fair. When you first log into this, we are in 4 months now, right? When first log in, my first Night Siege, they was giving out Starlight gems, right? They give you enough time to get Starlight gem to level 3. They did. I swear to God, they give you enough time to get it. And then when they release a new set of gems, now in Night Siege there is a higher gem, the Stellus. See what I mean? They gave you enough time. There's people that doesn't pay attention to the game, and like I say, this game is completely fair, guys. I mean, like, certain 85% is completely fair. The only thing that I think is not fair is the kingdom migration and the crazy Imperial University. It's not fair. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, so. But that's all I want to talk about today, guys. If you have any video that you have in mind, or something that you don't understand, you can always reach out to me, and I always pay attention to my notification. Even if I'm at work, when I look at it, I see something, I'll always respond back. You'll get like a yes, okay, I'll do it, I'll make it. It's always gonna be yes for me, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say no. I'll show you guys every little thing, every little detail that I know, the knowledge, the years that I spent on GOG, everything that I know, that I figure out by myself. There's no channel that I watch. There's nothing. Like, I didn't learn anything from anybody. They just want you to watch the video. The first time, like, when I went on YouTube, right? I type in Guns of Glory. It said Guns of Glory, K verse something or something something KVK. I got in there, no explanation, music going in the background, person killing this one, then they skip, person killing this one, they skip. They even skip the report. They don't show you the whole thing like me. So I don't care if people see my report. You can look at my report all day. You can look at my report all day. I'm not afraid of showing people. My report's from all the way up here. Here, I'll show it. I don't have anything to hide. Look at it. And I'll tell you where to get all of those. Where do y'all come from? Like, why? Why are you afraid to let people see your statistic? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. It's not like you about to fight the person the next KVK. You can't. If you don't know the algorithm, trust me, one day you will fight that person. But if you know the algorithm, you will never fight that 100 billion power. As long as you know the algorithm, you will never have to fight them. You will always have fun in your kingdom with your people. Nobody has to quit. Nobody has to quit. Believe me. That's why I came back, guys. When I came back, I was like, man, I gotta share this with everybody. Because this is not right. Every time because I'm a gamer. So in my channel, in my homepage, it's always somebody that has a gaming channel. And then I see GOG on there. I'm like, ah. Yeah. I click on it. Ah, disgraceful. It's not teaching me nothing. It's not teaching me anything. Especially when it comes to statistic, guys. Believe it or not, nobody will teach you what I teach you. Nobody is going to reveal anything. Like even resource, all that stuff, guys. You guys want to be a C40 and above in like 4 weeks? 8 weeks? Yeah, go ahead. Watch my video. Boom. You can start in a new kingdom right now. That's why I say, in my channel, in my kingdom, it's peaceful. If as long as you know what to do, and just say you have some money, you got a couple $100, you could come to my kingdom right now, and boom, you a C40. That quick. That quick. It's up to you guys. You can always come to my kingdom, be a C40 right away. 50% event, come twice, boom, you're a C40 already. That's when I move up. All right, I move up. I'm not sure if everybody's my friend 100% like in the beginning. That's why when I first come to this kingdom, I didn't tell anybody though, but people should have noticed like, huh, man, he jumped from like 5 level and 10 castle level, but they didn't focus what event that was going on at that moment. It was always 50% event, and boom, boom. That's how you do it, guys. Have patience. If you don't have patience, you're gonna lose a lot of money. A lot of money. Like I say, I'm still gonna stick with this $5,000 that I spent. All right, it was 4,600. It's 5,000 now, and I haven't spent a penny yet. Not yet. I only spend 50% event, and I only spend at Pirates events. That's it. That's it. Whatever I have left from, the previous week or the previous month. I'm not going to waste my money. I just know what to get. I know what to get. I know what I'm aiming for. Every day I come on the game, I'm still thinking about what I'm going to aim for. Like, I know what it is. See what I mean? That's why if you don't understand the game 100%, you're not going to know. You're just going to see something like, oh yeah, I need this. But you're only adding like a 1%, 2% to your statistic. Why? Where you can gain like 10, 20, 30. And every research that you did on GOG, if it moves up 1 or 2%, it matters. It's big. That's your research. Because your research, when you researching like just say distance, it's your whole entire distance. All right? Does it matter if you got rid of all your like lower tier troops? Does it? Does it matter? Of course it matters. Because the higher you go up in troop, your distant damage, you just buff up all your distance. You buff up all your distance. right there. You could just send like my KVK. My KVK, these guys that was sending like tier 13, they lost to like my tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. That's because I buffed up all of them. Do you need to get rid of all of your lower tiers? No, you don't have to. You know what I mean? You don't have to. What mixed guards in March? Oh, okay. So like I say, you can mix your distance and infantry like all the time. You can mix it. All right. The only reason why I don't mix it because my infantry damage is lower than my distance. If it was all like even up, like just say my distance damage is 540, it is 542. Just say my infantry was like 530 or something like that. Yeah, of course. Mix it. 50% infantry, because if your infantry lives, they just buff up your distant guard. I mean your distant troops, because you just send out a distant guard. Each time you send out the individual guards for that type, it will boost them up if you have surviving infantry, right? But I don't send it out because, like I say, my infantry damage is still like the lower 400s, so I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's how it is. All the guards is the same way. When you read the 5th skill of every single type of guards out there, it's always gonna provide extra damage to your individual type, like troops. Well, depending what guards you send out. If a guy is on Cav and you have same stats like him, is it better attack him with mixed guards? My opinion, no. Like I say, it all comes to your statistic, whatever is higher. You know, so it's no. You don't mix guards. The only time you mix guards is when you have even statistic. If my damage, every 3 of my troop type damage was like 500, like evenly all out, then yeah, you can mix it. You send it out, you still get all the 500. You get 500 for infantry, you get 500 for cavalry. You know, and it also depends what type of troops that they send in the march to, because you know, cavalry kills distant kill infantry kills cavalry. That's how it is. You know, that's when you can send mixed guards. I mean, yeah, mixed guards, mixed troops, because you just, you know, it's all even. You have to be evenly. You know, that's why I only send my distant, or like when my cavalry is out there, because my cavalry is 522. The damage is 522. I only send all cavalry. That's it. I don't send my troops to die. All right, you're not supposed to. If you understand more about like the guards, you'll know what to send out, because it's all based on your statistic, all based on your damage, versus another type, and your reduction. Remember, all that research matters, guys. It's big. 1%, 2%. I'm also a distant. It works on I'm attacking cavalry march, but my mixed guards and my damage, my distant damage is always way higher than infantry. Well, yeah, of course, because you actually have to look at the 3rd and 4th skill, guys. The second and 4th skill of that of your guards, because they do boost your distant. Like say I'm sending 2 distant guards out, right? So I'm looking at my 2 distant, my 2nd skill on distant and my 4th skill on distant. It's always like troop damage, distant damage, and distant damage received. That's why you see that buff, okay? Because my distant damage is very high with my distant guards. So if I'm not sending that out, if I'm sending cavalry out, it's gonna depend on my 2nd and 4th skill on my cavalry guards. That'll also boost that up. So my distant damage will be lower, but everything for my cavalry will be higher. Okay. Yeah. So like I say, you know, like it's good to it's good to in the very beginning of the game, very beginning of the game, guys. It's always good to work on one individual type to get it higher and higher and higher. That's how you win battles. So when you get up to the point where a lot of people are struggling to get up there to you, that's when you start working on other tier, other type. I got my distant damage all the way up to 542, and now no, it was 511. It was 511, and I was struggling with I wasn't struggling. I wasn't really working my cavalry, and now when I work on my cavalry, when I'm still setting my distant troops out, my cavalry is without the guards is it's 489. So 489, 522 when I'm using my cavalry guards because of the second and fourth skill of the cavalry guards skill. Skill. So that's how you work on it. It's mostly just research. When you go to like university, Imperial University, you'll see it as a troop damage, and then more of them will say, you know, troop damage versus reduction. To all players, you can all, let me see, you can all just try and fort to see what happened with different guards, troops in march. That is the fast way to learn. Yeah. You know, I always like it when we all practice, especially like versing one of my members, let them hop out, and we'll send a march, and to see, you know, to see who's strongest, who's stronger than the other person, and then I want them to screenshot why he lost. I can look at your report, and when I look at your report, I know what you're working on. I know exactly what you're working on. I know exactly where you at in Imperial Research. I know exactly where you at in Constellation and Academy, just by looking at your reports. So there's nothing to hide from me. If somebody posts a report on the Kingdom chat, I know exactly what they're wearing. I know exactly what they research, or Constellation. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, because you know, I'm also a victim here because I spend so much money, and I spend all like a lot of money, especially my money, my wife's money. Well, our money's together, but my wife, she's very sweet. She don't care what I do, you know. She just want me to be a great dad, so that's why I always quit. I quit. I'll come back. Now my kids all move out, so I'm here, you know. I actually found my Guns of Glory folder in my room. I look at the folder and say GOG. So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh man, I miss this game. I swear to God, I miss it. I love this game. It opened up your mind, guys. It's like playing a puzzle game, like Sudoku. It's like playing Sudoku. Like it just opened up your mind. Like, you know, your mind is just like running 24. You know, when you're playing something like this, because it takes a lot of knowledge. It does. Memories, focus on something, and it also take discipline. Oh yeah, trust me. In this game here, like, if you say you're gonna work on one thing, and that one thing is not here yet, and it's something else, it's come along, but the one thing that you say you was gonna work on is better, and you didn't work on it, you just lost that time. So time does matter too, guys. Like it does matter. Trust me. I've been there. I spent I spent thousands of dollars. I'm like, oh man, I'm pissed. But yeah. So thanks for you guys for joining my stream here, guys. And you know, hopefully there's more and more people that move into our kingdom. Like, I'm so excited for people to just join. And like I said, if you follow all of my videos, You could be a C40, guys. Like, it's super simple. The flash sales, just get the dollar war material chest. Have some farm accounts, come in here, just blast it all the way through, like 15, 20 farms. One of my members, he has like 49 farm accounts. He have more time than me, but it's all about time. If you have the time, you make more and more farm account because it's helpful. You see the Christmas event when it came, it gave us like billions of resource. Yeah, he's still sitting on a pile of gold, guys. And they only come twice a year. Only come twice a year. So all that free resource. So, you know, hopefully you guys like my video. If you guys new to my channel, you know, like, please give me a thumbs up and possibly just share it, guys. Share the video, hit the notification bell for my next upcoming video, guys. And if you have any questions, concern, you want me to make a video, guys, just leave it in the comment below. I'll definitely reach out. I'll look at the comments. I'm like, oh man, somebody need help or something. I'm not gonna like blast through traffic, but I'll always help you guys with videos. I'll make it, you know, just like my last one. I already made a honing video, but Matthew came on. I didn't ask him if he watched my honing video yet. He asked me like to make a honing video, so I made one more. I mean, it's not a big deal, guys. If I have time, I'll make it. I don't mind repeating myself 1,000 times, guys, because I am not against you. I am against the developer who made this game. This is what is all about for me. I'm not against any player in this kingdom or other kingdoms. I am not against you guys. I'm just here to have fun and try to make sure everybody that doesn't know about this game or like how to beat the GOG algorithm, I am here, guys. So, you know, just share the video. You know, I even shared the video like to like people I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, people like abuse the game just because, you know what? We all have time here, guys. Trust me. We all have time here. We lose troops. Troops doesn't mean anything. You could take away my troops, but you can't take away my statistic. You know, that's all for me, guys. So God bless you all, guys, and take care, all right, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.